right, you guys. You guys have caught it. You bought it. Now you caught it. Welcome to the Demetra K Show with Donovan Sadiq. Don't believe the hype. Demetra is in the house, and she has a topic that I think is very important.
Very important.
Because it is about us and whatever. What do I always say, Demetra?
What do you always say, Donovan?
Nobody hates black women more than black women.
Wow. I'm gonna just leave it at that because we could be here all day.
Marinate on that.
Or debating that, I should say. But you have already alluded to what the topic is. So, you know what? This topic is coming to you guys by popular demand from early this morning until even up to this moment. People have been tagging me, sending me messages in regards to Blacchyna now selling,
selling that ass.
Well, no, she did that already, but now she's moved on to bigger and brighter things, literally bigger and whiter
things. Okay.
All right, so the name of her product is called, and y'all forgive me. Listen, I can really read, but some of these words is just messing me up. So I know if I can't read the words, I know the people who probably gonna be buying this can't read the words. But anyway, I digress.
But it's Blacchyna.
Okay. It's called Whitenicious X Blacchyna Diamond Illuminating and Lightening Cream. For lack of better words, it's some skin whitening cream. You guys remember those old school jar of, but they used to call it the blemish cream. Mm-hmm. But back in the day, and even now, people use it to lighten themselves. People being people who are dark-skinned or darker complected, rather, wanting to appear lighter or whiter, if you will. And so,
why would anybody want to look like the devil?
It's called self-hate.
Okay.
And so, Blacchyna, I guess, for whatever reason, and apparently I'm assuming she uses it, she feels the need to sell whitening cream to people who want to be whiter. Now, as I was reading the definition of what it does for you, it says, Whitenicious X Blacchyna Collection. I don't know why the title is so damn long. Diamond Illuminating and Brightening Cream. It says about the product, with a jar this fabulous, handcrafted with real Swarovski crystals, this illuminating cream provides radiant protection. As time passes, skin becomes drier, dull, lines and wrinkles appear, and the skin's natural glow dims. With DIFBC, I guess that's the acronym for it. Mm-hmm. Glowing skin shows less discoloration. And so
I gotta get it.
I gotta get it.
I gotta get it. So, oh my gosh. A ratchet chick. I would love her product.
So, and guess what, you guys? Wait, hold on. Stop the press. Stop the press. Take a guess at how much it is.
Since it's from a ratchet person.
But it's got Swarovski crystals, encrusted jar.
From a ratchet person, $19.99.
No. One more guess.
$9.99. You get two.
How about for the wonderful low price of $250?
Shit.
$250?
She is delusional.
And on this jar here, it says 100 grams. So that's not a lot. What is this shit gonna do? Excuse my French, but $250, I'd rather just fill up the tub with some bleach for 99 cents and just roll around. I mean, I'm just saying, but apparently there's a market for it because there's been a lot of other celebrities. Specifically, there was a Jamaican dance hall singer, rapper, Spice, somebody.
She did it for a video or something like that, and it's really big in the Caribbean.
And she's
these beautiful sisters
lighter.
are just. It's kind of stupid because they're light up here, then you take off their clothes and they look like, you know what I mean? It's like,
really
reverse vitiligo.
Stop it.
Okay, sorry.
And so, for lack of better words, Blacchyna is selling self-hate in a jar. That's exactly what this is. Self-hate in a jar. She's passing it off as if you have blemishes, this cream will help you get rid of the blemishes and make you appear more sightly, but it's really to make you appear more whitely.
Okay, but who is Blacchyna to be giving tips on, here's a woman who can't even give head right according to the video that I saw.
You wowed it.
Okay, so, you know what I mean? I mean, What makes her okay? She had a baby for a Kardashian. Now all of a sudden she's the paragon of.
Well, we talked about this last week in that she is what you consider an influencer. She's big on Instagram and things like that, and so I think she's also a Fashion Nova model and all these other things. And so when you're an influencer, you can just pretty much make stuff and people will buy it, not necessarily because of the product, but because they like you. And you know how most people are, especially probably the demographic of people she's marketing to. Mm-hmm. If it's Blacchyna, I have to have it. Plus, it's coming in this nice case that with these crystals on it, and you know. But the packaging is nice, but I'm more concerned about what's inside the jar. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, it's chemicals, and so it's like, to me, the crazy part is she's not even. Well, I guess she's trying to hide it a little bit by calling it something else. But it's skin whitening cream or lightening cream to make yourself appear more European. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. And anybody who's never seen Blacchyna...
Yeah, it's called Negropean.
You stupid. She's very light-skinned, and I don't know if that's natural or...
You know what? No. It's the lighting. She's not that light.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't know exactly what color she really is or what hue of black she really is, I should say. But, I mean, I'm assuming she's used the cream, but anybody who seems like China, she's got the platinum blonde hair most of the time. And
clown.
Very, light complected and the makeup and, all that other stuff.
Just a clown.
Right, well, in your opinion, she's a clown. Some people would agree with you. But, and so, to me, it's, I guess I didn't think it was a joke because nowadays anything goes, but it's like our girls, especially our little girls, are so impressionable. They have a hard enough time as it is.
Thank you.
Accepting themselves because society constantly tells them that they are unacceptable.
Right.
And then you have this black woman who is very influential, if you will. Now she's selling self-hate. Mm-hmm. And so I just imagine how many girls are going to buy that. You know what I mean? Mm. How many girls are going to buy it because if Blacchyna says that having dark skin is not good enough, then I need to have it. I mean, that's a struggle. I mean, especially when you see a lot of celebrities who are bleaching their skin or basically trying to be someone else they're not. And I always say this, I don't necessarily have a problem with people wanting to wear wigs and lace fronts. I just say,
do.
We know. I say, do you? But when it comes to the point where it's totally like platinum blonde and then you got the blue eyes and in an article I read that somebody sent me in regards to the skin lightening cream, little Kim was brought up in a situation, and she's one of the most notorious, I guess you will, offenders.
She looks terrible.
Who has botched herself. Jeez. But I can always go back to the interview that she gave, in that she said she became that way because every man that she ever dated cheated on her with someone who was European or more European.
But that's no excuse.
But let me finish. More European looking or European. Every man she's ever been with. And her father used to always tell her she was ugly. Mm-hmm. And so she admits, she says, I have butchered my body because I didn't have, she said I had low self-esteem was the words that she used.
Right. But that doesn't give you a pass because you have low self-esteem.
Well,
love yourself.
It's true, but but the thing is, when you don't have a high or a healthy self-esteem, you don't love yourself.
Right.
I mean, to me, that's the definition of self-esteem is self-love.
But this is why I know Little Kim's full of shit. Because after making that statement, she still went and got other surgeries.
Well, honestly, okay, let's just dissect this a little bit here, okay? Like, I've never had any surgeries or anything. I never have. Never. All 100% natural, okay?
Right, okay.
But
Mama gave.
That's right.
Okay, guys.
R.I.P. But you think about somebody like the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Look to the point how they've just destroyed their bodies, but in their mind they think that looks good.
Yeah,
but to
it's a mental illness.
Like,
it's a mental illness.
It's got to be a mental illness. Like, who would purposely do that to themselves? I mean, you take somebody like Little Kim. It's like when you wake up in the morning, do you?
And the funny thing about her, she was an attractive black girl.
Little Kim had it going on.
I mean, you got to remember, at the time she did all this, she was fairly young. So you haven't really grown into your womanhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
If she had waited and said, oh, man, she would have been, like, when she got to her 30s.
And that's the problem. Especially with our black girls and our black women, because we don't have knowledge of self. Well, not patience, but we have no knowledge of self. And then, see, when you don't have knowledge of self, people can tell you who you are. And so when you have no knowledge of self, and I'm assuming that's what Lil' Kim was suffering from, she figured that if I become a white woman per se, or some people even say she looked Asian, I don't know, then I would be more acceptable. But if she knew who she was, she'd be like, I don't give a damn who you cheated on me with. I'm never going to destroy my body. But also having no knowledge of self, you have a Blacchyna come along and say, here, girl, go and put that on yourself. Yeah. And that's going to make people like you more, because we know, just historically speaking, even in our community, especially in our community, all the way back from slavery, you know, the lighter you were, the more privileged you were.
Yeah, the paper bag thing.
More than likely.
My mom's a red bone type.
Yeah, and more than likely, the more lighter you were, it was because Massa was, you know, creeping in the slave quarters. And so you got better treatment, because although Massa didn't really recognize you as his kid, like you sitting at the table, he out of guilt, probably, he brought you in the big house and, you know, gave you special privileges. And so that's where that came from. And so we just continue to do it. I mean, it's weird, like even in 2018, where you have all these, you know, nice campaigns about dark-skinned people and stuff. You have people like her, and I'm sure Blacchyna is not the brains behind it. I'm sure it's probably some big-time white corporation, you know, using her to sell it.
Yeah, they're doing that, and she's got to look at, probably Rob is going to cut her off, you know, on such.
Well, she was stumping in front on Instagram the other week, because I guess he's trying to get his child support lowered. I'm saying I don't need his money. She was showing all her Bentleys and all this, basically saying my wealth doesn't come from him. But guess how much she's worth?
How much?
Let's take a stab at it. Okay, wait.
The average black woman is worth $5.
You know what?
I said the average black woman.
Net worth. That's net worth.
Okay, her net worth, I would say $1,000.
Come on now.
If you're asking me, I don't keep up with all that. So.
Well, reportedly, so she got a Bentley, a Ferrari, a Range Rover, and some other crap. And
if you got all that money, why are you begging other people for their money?
Okay, but with all that, how much would you think she's worth?
Typical ghetto black chick.
I'm just talking about, okay, this thing.
No. With that.
Yeah.
They got to remember, she comes from the hood, whatever. $10,000.
$1.3 million, which is nothing.
You know what? I'm going to have to disagree with that.
I'm just telling you what I've seen.
I'm going to have to disagree with that, because the problem is now, the way these kids think now and the way our finances are, they're telling people, if you're at $1.3 million in debt, that's what you're worth. That is not what you're worth.
That's what a couple of sources that I've seen says she's worth. And I believe it, but $1.3 million is nothing.
Right.
Okay, wait.
No, not nowadays.
You got a Ferrari, a Bentley, Range Rovers, and these big old houses and stuff. Hell, that's $1.3 million right there.
Right.
So how are you affording this stuff?
And it's probably not paid for. She's probably in debt. Of
course she's not. And so
because think about all these stars and rappers where you hear about their cars get repoed right on the street.
Right.
They're leasing it or whatever, and then they just get repoed.
Right.
Wealth is not what you owe. Wealth is what you have in the bank.
Right.
Thus, you see millionaires like myself doing things that I do. I wear regular clothes, and you would never know I'm a millionaire.
Well, but that's just the thing, though. And so she was making it a point to say, I don't need your money. Yeah. Look at all the stuff I got. And I'm like, girl,
I don't see her dropping the child support suit.
Well, she says she don't need his money.
That's what I'm saying. She's saying that, but if you didn't need his money, you wouldn't have a suit. Well, now would you?
Right. Well,
the Terminatrix is out there, brothers.
Stop it. Stop it.
Did you see at the end of the video?
I did.
I'm going to put that on every video. That Terminator is out there. She won't stop.
Well, she's trying to terminate your blackness. Okay.
Yes.
If you get this skin lightening cream, you want this for Christmas? You want this?
Hell
you sure?
No. Hell no.
You don't want to get your Sammy Sosa on?
No, hell no. I'm going to tell you this. Splotchy and all this stuff like that. I love myself. Yeah. You ain't got to tell me, look, I figured it out a long time ago. When you get to a certain, I had this nice, curly hair and stuff like that.
Juicy
Jerry curl, and it was, and girls used to be mad.
You gotta be happy you don't have it now because these curtains are jacked up. Green screen,
spot on. I can't do any video. No, but I got to a point where I just said, you know what? And me and my uncle were talking about this because we get shaved our heads and stuff like that because when you get to a certain age, no woman is giving you no loving because your hair looks good.
I'm sorry, your Jerry curls will dry, brother.
Yeah, but even if I had like a short crop, Nobody cares about that. They want to know, how much money you got.
What about the George Jefferson?
Oh, hey, if I had a George Jefferson, woo, look, if the brother could dance too, that's all you need to do. You have to do my little George and everything. It's good. No, but, here's one thing about shaving your head, guys, especially if you're young or whatever. If you shave your head now, I'm not saying do it, but if you want to do it, think about it. When a person has a shaved head, let's say 10, 15 years go by, he still looks the same unless he puts on exaggerated weight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because he has his head
So
shaved.
you're saying there's no need to keep up with the style?
No, because
fashion,
because your face is going to look the same.
Put some grease on your dome.
Yeah, just dome it up, put the sunblock on top. Everything's good. But and that's what I was telling my uncle. I said, that's one thing I figured out. So from the time that I'm in my 40s up until, let's say I get to 60, and let's say I still look halfway decent, I'll still look pretty much like myself.
You can drink some juice and that'll help you too.
Yeah, but when I was in Jamaica, I saw a bunch of girls bleaching their skins and stuff. Totally ridiculous.
Well, that's what's going on. That's what's going on now. People are trying. To me, it looks weird. It don't even look natural. It just looks like you rolled around in some ash or something.
Yeah, wait. You want to see what looks weird? When they're light skin up here, and then you see the cutoff off the base where they forget, I got my neck, I got to do my back.
And then you can see under the fingernail bed where, their real color was. It just looks weird to me. And so that's why I say I really believe that it's a mental illness.
It is mental illness.
It's like, how can you not see what everyone else sees? And again, going back to Kardashians, because they're the most polarizing people we know with the plastic surgery, even though they say it's all natural.
Bullshit. Because why is Rob looking the way he looks?
Right, but it's like, you're looking at that, and it's like this, it's grotesque. It's not, like, whose booty looks like that in real life?
Think about this, fellas, especially all you brothers out there that know what I'm talking about. You're about, you see this girl, she looks light-skinned up here, her shit's all nice looking, right? Then you finally made it home, and you're about to get into that, right? And it's not, the top ain't matching the bottom. You know what I mean? Because I'm a type of person. One of my pet peeves when I'm with the woman is her lingerie has to match. The bra and the panties have to match.
Why is that? What difference does it make?
Unless it's like it's that time of the month. There's no excuse not matching your undergarment.
Why?
It's just.
I mean, I hear some dudes say that, it needs to match.
It has to match. It has to match.
I mean, is that going to make you do something extra?
Well, it's like a contrast, like when you have a car. You want
So it's a visual thing.
It's a visual, yeah. Well, men are visual. There's no doubt about that. Where we are visual.
So it's a visual thing.
But and don't get me wrong. Some women like my boo Amanda. They're well endowed in the chest. So I know there's not a lot of bras that they could. Some women have to have special needs.
I mean, and bras are expensive, and so
So I can understand, but I'm talking about the average woman. There's no excuse for you not having, that matching and stuff like that.
Well, if you just buy one color, it don't matter.
But what I'm saying is, if women are going to do that to your face, here's what I'm saying. If you're going to bleach yourself, you got to do everything. Well, because you look totally weird.
Did you see how little this jar is?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So that's $250.
And that's not even going to cover you. Some of y'all sisters.
One jar.
Yeah, that's one cheek. That's one cheek for some of y'all. You know what I mean?
Okay, China.
Yeah.
I need you to put my stuff on standing.
Right.
Keep it coming.
Or you have to do the drug dealer thing. You have to cut that little jar with some Vaseline and mix it together.
With some water. It's like. But to your point, though, I mean, so people aren't going to do it right. I've even heard of, I guess, there's somewhere you can go and get injections to where it lightens your skin.
Yeah.
But we're also hearing about the white women doing it because a brother who I've been friends with a long time on Facebook, he first sent it to me. He sent it to me in chastisement of black women. Mm-hmm. Look at you, black women. Black women want to be white women.
Nobody
so bad.
hates black women more than black women.
That and the other. And I was like, okay, fine, but you're not talking about the white women that's getting melanin shots and darkening their makeup and stuff to look black. So it's to me, obviously, black women have some issues, but I just think it's a woman issue.
Going overboard.
Well, some of them.
Some are. I've seen some. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's just. I think primarily it's a woman issue. I think a lot of women have issues with who they are. Mm-hmm. But like you said, once you accept yourself, like, so what? I got a blotch. I got a pimple. I got, I don't wear any makeup at all.
Right.
And if I have a blotch, I don't, like, who's going to, so what, am I going to die?
Right.
Are you going to die if I have a blotch on my, I don't understand it, but then that's just me because I've never been that way.
Now, I'm going to say this, disclaimer, I wear
lipstick now. I know y'all probably looking at my big ass red lipstick like, you lying.
I'm going to have to say a disclaimer, and I could kind of talk about this subject a little bit. Because of my skin condition, I have to use hydroquinone.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say it, but
hydrocortisone.
No, not hydrocortisone. Hydroquinone, that thing that bleaches your skin.
Oh, got it.
The stuff that's in it, it's hydroquinone, something like that.
Whatever it is, the agent.
Yeah, the agent that's in it. Now, I got to use a 4% agent because of my skin condition, because my shit was all burnt up from.
Is that why you're looking kind of light skinned around here nowadays?
I got reversed vitiligo. I can't keep this blackness off me. You know, the blackness keeps coming back. That Michael Jackson, that lucky bastard. You know, I'm like Uncle Ruckus. I get that.
I want to point it out, but since you saying now you up around here getting lightened,
right. But because of one of my injuries from the military, I have to use that. But I try to use it as a minimum because I don't want.
Well, see that's the difference. You're using it because you're trying
cosmetically,
you're actually trying to correct something.
Right.
Unlike Blacchyna's thing saying the skin corrector, and no, it's not.
Yeah, I have a definite medical condition.
Right, because you can get something if you really need to, but the people who are going to use this are not using it because, I have a dark spot that really won't go away. They're using it because they want to appear like Blacchyna. And just because we've been taught, especially in our community, that light is right.
I'm sorry.
White is right.
I have a lot of red bones.
Old people used to say, you probably heard this too. If you black, get back. If you brown, stick around. If you yellow, you mellow. If you white, you all right.
Yes.
Something like that.
Start white, you go white. You know it's all right. But my mom comes from in our family we have the disparate the light skin versus the whatever. But darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm sorry. I mean, I've always been attracted to the dark sisters.
And it's funny you say that because out of my siblings, for whatever reason, I'm the lightest one. And I've always wanted to be as dark as them. I'm like, why can't I be as dark as them?
Maybe that's why your daddy's so sweet on you, because he's a light skinned one.
Right. But I always wanted to be darker. Always. And so, to me, I don't understand it. This is going to sound weird, and I'm not trying to be offensive.
Be offensive.
This is just me. This is just my perception. But when I see white people, I'm like, y'all got to do a whole lot. You got to put on makeup and, put a little definition to you.
Have you ever seen an older white person just walking around there? Let's say they're 70s or their 80s.
I have.
Look at their legs. Look at their arms.
The veins and stuff.
It's encrusted if they got sores and stuff.
Well, that's what and that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah, we're not. But these are facts,
right? And so when I see it, like, why y'all trying to be white for? Hell, they trying to be us.
Right.
They lay out in the sun for hours baking and all of that.
Now you compare the average older black person to the average older white person. And look at the conditions of their skin. Because we have melanin and we've been blessed. We don't. I mean, an average black person is, pretty much, unless they burnt the candles at both ends, flawless.
They party hard.
You know what I mean? If you look at our grandparents, I mean, they're
right.
I mean, I go to the VA. I go to my doctor, but I go to the VA mostly, and I see my Caucasian brothers and sisters, and sometimes they be encrusted, and you're just like,
what happened to you?
Yeah,
what happened?
And he's just walking because his skin is, really dry.
Right, and so again, why? Why would you want to be white? I'm not saying this. Listen, I'm just speaking from a black woman's point of view. I've never, ever. Because you talk to a lot of people who say, "Oh my gosh, I wish I was white." Even when we were kids, you would hear people say stuff.
I never said that.
I never did either. Yeah. I never once wished that I was white.
I wanted to be the $6 million man, but I didn't say I wanted to be the white $6 million man.
But I never wanted to be white. I never had any reservations about being black. Sure, black people go through a lot of stuff. But one of my phrases. And I had a shirt made that says, however, I'm glad I'm black. Well, regardless of what we go through, I wouldn't want to be nothing else.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Even when I was growing up, I used to think it takes a special person to be a black person to deal with the shit that we got to deal with.
So, but then to that point, I guess you could kind of low key understand why maybe somebody would want to appear white because, let's be honest.
No. I can understand it, but I'm not going to accept it.
No, I'm not saying it's acceptable.
Because here's the thing. No matter how much, my man Ice Cube, how much you want to switch, here's what they think about you. You still a nigga.
Right.
You still this. You still that.
But see, that's people who are aware. You're aware. You know that. But some people who are not aware or have no knowledge of self,
they're not going to accept you.
Well, they're like, they might. Because let's be honest. Okay. Let's be honest here.
Okay.
Let's take somebody like Beyonce.
She's an average looking female.
Is like
anybody from Houston is just garbage. No, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Watch out now.
She about to stab me, Al.
But I'm saying the world, and I'm speaking obviously in broader terms, but it's wrapped up into being Beyonce. Yeah. And so why is that? Why doesn't everybody want to be a Kelly?
Yeah.
Or Michelle.
And it's funny that you said it, because I met them when they first started. I was on a Southwest flight, and they were sitting in the thing, the cattle car. And for some reason, even though I'm a lot older, but I always liked Kelly. Remember I told you, I always had a thing for dark-skinned girls. But I always thought she was very attractive. Now, she had low self-esteem because didn't she get a boob job? There was nothing wrong with that girl. Right. I hate that.
But again, so let's say I don't know Kelly's situation, but let's say you're somebody like Kelly. You're somebody like Kelly. And then you're in Beyonce's shadow, and the world is, Beyonce.
I don't know what the hype is with Beyonce.
Well,
personally, I don't.
Beyonce's got the long blonde hair, I guess naturally she's light skinned.
Right, but here's the thing, and you've been with me a long time, and I've always said this. Most sisters, in my eyes, are beautiful, so she ain't nothing special that I could see.
So let me just put you through the test, brother.
Sure.
You see a woman. No makeup, natural hair, just being herself. She ain't looking disheveled, just herself. But then here comes a woman like Beyonce.
Sure. Put together.
What are you going with? Just off sight alone.
I'll be honest, I'm going to go with the Beyonce one. But that's off sight. Now, if I had to talk to them.
Right, okay, but I'm not talking about getting in depth. Yeah. I'm talking about just off site.
Yeah, off site. And let's be honest, brothers, we're visual. We're visual.
So you're going for the Beyonce type.
Sure.
So then we wonder, and I'm not blaming you, brothers. I'm not saying this is your fault.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, but now.
Yeah, it is our fault because we're visual animals.
Right, and so then that goes back, that validates what Lil' Kim has said.
Of course it does.
Because I don't care who you are. I don't care how gangster you are, you want to be desired. And especially women, we have this thing, we want to be desired. We want, when we get dressed up, for people to acknowledge us and stuff. And so, if I see you acknowledging someone who looks like Beyonce, the long blonde hair, the light skin, and all that.
I understand.
If I have low self-esteem, I'm going to try to get as close to that as possible because I want the adulation as well.
Right. But here's the thing. And for those that are listening, by the way, we are on iHeartRadio and we've just got picked up by Spotify. So please check us out over there. This is a cautionary tale. I want you guys, you brothers especially, to listen to this. And I want you sisters to listen to this because it goes with what you said. I'm going to tell you guys a story.
30 a lovely lady.
Yes. 30 years ago, there was a girl, young girl, little freshman. And at the time, I didn't think she was very attractive. Number one, she was a freshman, and I was a senior. And I didn't think she was like my type. She wasn't really attractive to me. She was kind of ratty. And when I mean ratty, being like a freshman, it kind of just, whatever, right?
Awkward and
annoying. She was very friendly, dark-skinned. But, she, kind of tomboyish.
Right.
And, that's to be expected at that age. And, I'm a senior in school, whatever it is. That girl gets out of high school, and as she grows, through the ranks, things start changing and stuff like that. Dark-skinned sister. Now, her skin complexion never changes. But the attitude as she matures into a young woman and she goes on to Grambling University, gets more of that black indoctrination, and it became more so of her personality. But then when she came back to California and she's a fully grown woman. The difference between that woman and a Beyonce visually, I go for the dark-skinned sister every time.
But that's because you know something about her, though.
Right. But
just on sight.
But a cautionary tale. That girl that you think is ratty, give her a few years or time.
You never know who she
Exactly. Right. Cautionary tale. And I've been chasing after that girl for over 30 years. I just need 15 minutes of her time.
Well, I mean, you never know. Strange things have happened.
Exactly. I'm going to have to knock that fool
But,
off.
I mean, if you even think about it, look at a lot of the celebrities, the black celebrity men. Mm-hmm. Most of them, not all, but most of them have either a white woman or a Hispanic, Asian, or very light-skinned black woman.
Do you want to know why that is?
Women.
Do you want to know?
I'm listening.
Okay, here's why. When you're in the entertainment business, and it's not really a pressure thing.
Okay.
When you're in that field where, let's talk about actors. You're in a field where you take on a role and you become anything you want to be, right? Most actors, they're not looking at the color or their background, looking at the personality. And I'm not making excuses for all, because you got some, some people that just, I want a particular type of woman.
Right.
But in that group of, as a thespian, I'm going to tell you, you don't really see color. You just see a person and you're just kind of like, oh, I vibe with this person. I'm going to be with that person. Now, some of these guys that have wives that go back to high school or, before they became famous, that's a different aspect.
I'm talking about the Negroes you see with the white women, Asian women, Latino. I'm talking about those brothers. And so I'm just trying to draw a picture because I think it's unfair to always label black women as just being full of self-hate. I honestly definitely believe to bleach your skin is self-hate. For one, it can't be healthy. But two, it's not who you are.
It messes up your liver.
But I think we need to just examine the whole picture and say, if I'm a black woman who wants to be desired, and maybe I have a little bit of low self-esteem, if I see my brothers keep going toward even when we were in school, the girl with the light skin, green eyes, and curly hair, that's whoever.
Who, Mickey Harris? No, he's great.
See, you putting out people's names now. I didn't say that, Mickey. But that's
love them hazel eyes.
But that's who was desired. Right, the light-skinned girls with the curly hair.
Look, Mickey got it going on now.
I'm just saying, but those are the women that were desired. Those were the ones that were told, oh, you are the creme de la creme. You are the best, you the bomb. And so if you're a dark-skinned girl, and maybe you don't have a strong mama or a strong daddy at home saying, girl, forget that, you black and you beautiful.
Okay.
Then that's who you try to be.
I agree with you. However, you are a beautiful black woman. You have not dated every man in California. You have not dated every... No. But what I'm saying is that person should know, and you know for yourself, there's somebody out there for you. So like for me, believe it or not, I've never dated outside of women of color. When I say that, I mean... I'm
just saying, break it on down, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to break it on down for you. So those women should know before they get that low in self-esteem, say, you know what? Not every brother is going to...
But how? Because I think we need to get to the root of it. How do you say that if you've never been taught that? Maybe your mom has some low self-esteem. And again, I don't make this an issue of weave and wigs and all that kind of stuff.
Mama needed the rent paid, so she had to go get Mr. Charlie.
Oh, God, Mr. Charlie. I don't blame Mr. Charlie.
She got to pay that rent.
Mr. Charlie is just a man. Okay, listen. If you used to seeing your mama walking around with long, luxurious blonde weave down to her booty.
I understand.
And
that's what I've been talking about.
The blue and the green eye contacts and the light skin. And that's if that's who you see, then that's probably who you're going to want to be.
Right. That's true.
So if you ain't got, food for your mama, and I'm not being saying food would be this, but if your mama is not, black, and strong and the proud and the bold and the beautiful, throwing up the fist and telling you those things, you probably are not going to do that. You're going to do what you see on TV. Who are we talking to?
Oh, this is my nephew and
hey. So if you're, especially watching TV and the videos and all that other stuff, that's who you're going to strive to be. You're not going to be like the woman that you are. You're going to try to be that. And I've grown up with quite a few girls who have done that. I know somebody, I'm not going to say her name. We know her. It's not Mickey. But even in high school, she would bleach her skin.
I know who you're talking about.
And it was so obvious that her face alone was just white. And the rest of her was brown. And it's like, and then we would ask her, why are you doing it? Oh, I'm trying to get the blotches. But we still see the blotches though. It's just the rest of your skin.
Yeah, because you should only be putting the thing on the blotches.
No, her whole face was just white.
And here's another thing, I'm going to tell you people that. Now, I have a medical-induced condition, and the stuff that I take I have to take it very carefully because it can destroy...
You know how much money you can make on the black market?
I know. And it's unlimited thanks to you taxpayers.
Come in.
And thanks,
I'm just playing.
Thanks to you taxpayers, I don't have to pay a dime. But the point is that stuff is very potent. It can destroy my liver and, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Right.
So you just can't just throw it on yourself.
So imagine slathering that on your body day in, day out. I mean, I've seen some documentaries where people are doing it twice and 3 times a day. And, even men are doing it. So it's not even just exclusively to black women or women of color. The men are doing it too, Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, but is it worth your health? Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's say you do reach the goal of looking white, but now you're dead at 46.
Right. I mean, but again, you raise a very important point. What's worth your health? And so, because like I've been natural, since about 8 years, maybe 7, 8 years. I don't know. It's been a while.
You've been natural all your life. No.
I'm talking about my hair.
Okay,
I've been natural. Right. And I made the decision, because I've been natural before, I went natural this time, but I made the decision really to stop putting chemicals into my body. Now, during that time as well, I transitioned to being a vegan, and I just felt like, well, if I'm not going to eat bad stuff, why am I going to put bad stuff
on top of your head that absorbs into your head?
Right. And we know that relaxers, have an adverse reaction with black women with
lace fronts with the glue. There's so many things out there telling you that's bad for you. A
lot of people choose beauty over health, which is why you always make the point jokingly, but it's not really a joke because it's true. A lot of us won't exercise because we don't want to mess our hair up. And it's like, okay, you're going to be funky, fresh, and fat.
Well, they want to be like Aretha Franklin. You look cute in that coffin.
You stupid. you coffin ready.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, I know it's funny and stuff, but no, I'm deadly serious. I mean, Aretha looked good in that coffin. She did.
Well, I mean...
number one, and Aretha, because of her health problems, she had lost a lot of weight. But what I'm saying is people are, like you said, choosing...
Yeah, because it's going to come a point in time. Now, the skin bleaching thing has always been around, but now it seems
not
like
to the extent of...
So it's going to come a time, because let's take K. Michelle, for example.
Oh, God.
Wasn't she just a couple of months ago talking about all the surgeries and stuff she had?
Because of her butt implants.
She had to get the butt implants cut out, and they had the whatever it was they put in her booty had morphed all over her body.
Yeah,
and
it leaked. And
she's extremely ill all the time. So it's just a matter of time before you start hearing people say, oh, my gosh, I grew an extra foot off my neck.
Yeah, off your neck.
Because I'm bleaching my skin to death.
See, now this is where that science class and knowing the periodic table in school becomes important, because when you put those...
Oh, was that what that thing was for?
Yeah,
I thought it was just like some bingo or something.
No, think about it. Now, you're putting this glue that has hydrocarbons and stuff on it, absorbs into your skin, that gets into the oxygen that's going through your body.
Right.
That goes through your heart, that now triggers...
Because what is the largest organ on your body?
Well, for me...
my Lord.
For me?
I stepped right in that one, didn't I? I stepped right into that one.
Okay, but the average, for the average guy, is heart.
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's your skin.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right.
Yes.
In general, your skin. Right. Epidermis
is the largest organ on your body. Right. And so, to your point, you're putting all that stuff on there. Where is that stuff going? It's absorbing, and then your other organs tend to suck. That's why we get dry and dehydrated.
And that chemical is attaching itself to the H2O or the O2.
All of that
thing. Now that oxygen becomes something different.
And so, I mean, that's just a little science and health stuff.
There you go.
I don't profess to be an expert in any of those, but
it's kind of like when you take the ammonia and the bleach and you put it together.
Right, you make some mustard gas.
Yeah, okay? It just changes.
You're walking mustard gas.
Yeah. So you're doing the same thing to your body when you put these things in, especially at high levels. That's why the bleach, sometimes I'll go months without using the bleach cream stuff because, I do it so much and then I stop.
Right.
Because I don't want to kill myself or damage myself.
I'm getting a little bit too light around here.
I don't want to damage myself, so I'm very worried about that.
And absolutely, and I think that's what a lot of people are just missing. Like, okay, that's unhealthy. And even let's pretend that you really are trying to get rid of your blemishes. There's healthier ways to do that. For one, Clean your diet up.
Water.
I drink juice. I make my own juice.
Water.
Yeah, water.
Flush your system.
Stop eating fried foods. Stop putting, chemicals stop eating at McDonald's, which is riddled with chemicals. Stop putting bad stuff in your body, because what you eat manifests on your skin.
And here's another thing, since we're talking about health and skin, and this all ties into the Blacchyna thing. You single moms out there, single
Lord.
Because of choice. I'm going to say this, and I know it's not going to be popular, but a lot of things that I say is not popular. Stop feeding your kids the bullshit. Stop feeding them top ramen. Start cooking these kids a meal. So when you're a young teenage girl and you got the bad skin, it's because of your diet, what you're eating at home or what your mom is not eating. I know mom is working and stuff like that, but our moms were doing the same thing too, right? What did she say? Take them beans out.
You better thaw that meat out by the time I get home.
That's right. And then if mom's going to be late, okay, look, get on the phone. Okay, now go ahead and cut that onion. All right, now cut it in 4 pieces. All right, now put that in the thing.
Cook.
Yeah, cut the butter. Cook for these damn kids. This is a reason why these kids are bones are so brittle. I've never seen.
Well, and unfortunately, a lot of people will take issue with you saying, well, what's wrong with the daddy? We're not saying that the daddy can't cook too.
Most guys can cook, and they will.
Right, but I'm saying, and I agree with what you're saying. I mean, as the mama, it is up to you. And Minister Louis Farrakhan always says a woman that can't cook in the kitchen is deadly.
Deadly.
A woman has the power to give you life or death in that kitchen, depending on what she's stirring up in those pots.
You know what? I'm going to give you the game right now.
Give me the game.
Here's the game for all you single ladies out there that have problems in your relationships. Now, there's one thing in your relationship that you got to acknowledge and be truthful about. The common denominator in your failed relationships is you. Correct?
I agree with that.
So, 30% of keeping a man is his stomach and cooking for him.
Okay.
Believe it or not. You ask most dudes, we could go out and go to McDonald's for ourselves. We could do that. But why is it that when a man, his mama comes home, what's the first thing he asks her?
Mama, you cook?
Thank you.
Cooking?
Thank you. And of course, nobody cooks like our mama.
My mama cooking.
Right. Of course, nobody cooks like our mama. Every year my mom comes here, that kitchen's, get in there for at least 2 days.
That's why I'm like, you better be happy I'm going to be, because you be talking about she making some gumbo.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, ladies, if you are cooking, most guys would be like this. Damn, the bitch gets on my nerve. But you know what? Man, that girl could cook. Down. Exactly. And that will alleviate a lot of situations. Believe it or not. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, but a
lot of women can't cook.
But there you have it, though. If you clean your diet up, you cook some good, colorful, foods, and drink, like you said, water. Mm-hmm. Water is the key to life. It really is. Our body's made up of what they say, 70%, give or take, of water. Mm-hmm. We need it. You don't need to put. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, I'm going to eat all this bad stuff, or like you said, have a bad lifestyle. I'm smoking, I'm partying, I'm drinking, which the alcohol robs life of your skin,
Oh, my God, yeah.
But then to fix all that, I'm going to put some more chemicals
into it, right.
So it's like, why don't you just stop doing that?
Right, but our young girls, if you're cooking at home and giving them a good diet to start with, and it's never too late to start, they don't have to worry about buying Blacchyna's products, because guess what? It's all good.
Right. And that reminds me, somebody gave me an Ask D&D question here. So let's see if we can solve it really quick. How much time?
You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
All right. He says that his coworker is going back and forth with his wife because they don't have any kids anymore. The kids are grown. Mm-hmm. The wife wants to stay in the house. And the husband is like, nope, let's move. We get an apartment, minimize our bills so we can go do other stuff. Right. She doesn't want to. So he wants to know who should be listened to.
The man.
And you say that why?
The man, because biblically, the man is the head of the household. The man has the responsibility of providing that roof over the person's head and stuff like that. And if it's not in his finances, it is what it is. I know what she would like to do, but I believe the man is the head of the household.
And I agree with you.
Not the dictator, the head.
Exactly. I agree with you on that too. If it's a thing of finances, why would you want to bust your man's back? Exactly. Why not you want to give him a break? Why would you want him hustling, overtime and potentially another job to keep you in something he can't afford?
And y'all not going to be together.
Right, yeah. So get you an apartment, be happy, together, and then if your finances improve, then you can think about moving and doing something else. But don't have your man at a job stressed out over paying the bills for something that you can compromise with them on.
Right. Like I would always say, if I got a woman in here and once I paid everything and everything's not left, you want cable, you better go get a job. Because I'm not going to go, you know what I mean? I'm not going to kill myself.
Read a book like they used to do.
I've done the basics as a man, so that's it.
I know, absolutely. I agree with you on that one.
So, it is what it is. But so, with 30 seconds left, Blacchyna, are you going to get the product or what? What do you recommend?
Hell to the no. I recommend people run far away from that and improve your body from the inside out, and your blemishes will no longer be there.
Absolutely. And start cooking for these kids so these young girls don't have problems with their skin and get
your own juice.
But in the second hour, you guys please stay tuned because we're going to be talking about something very important in the Black community, and that's finances. And I think you guys need to hear this because we talked about it on D's show on Sunday. Demetra K show on Sundays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Facebook.
It's on Facebook Live, and we do the YouTube channel. We'll see you guys in 2+2.